everyone. So glad you guys could tune in. This is another episode of Not Taking Orders, starring our very own
Susan Quinn from ToutSuite,
Jay Bruner, Director of Fabulosity.
And we have our fantastic other
host
sitting here,
Kristen Spelletich.
Ooh, so seductive.
I know.
Hi, I'm Christina. I showed up a couple weeks ago, and I just keep coming back because they don't lock the doors here.
We might have learned our lesson about that.
We'll see. We'll see in a couple weeks.
So tonight we have a really fun show, as usual. Tonight, first up is Jason Withrow from Red Restaurants. He is our go-to bartender for everything fantastic. He's a super mixologist. I don't know if he likes the word mixologist, but I'm saying it anyway.
I think you're going to make him blush.
People on the sidelines going, shit.
I think that's like old.
Whatever.
Anyway, he's our bartender in the Napa Valley. So check out Red in Yountville. It's amazing. And let's welcome Jason to the stage.
Thank you so much for having me. This is awesome.
And tonight we have a mystery box for Jason.
Everybody loves a
And
mystery box.
you totally signed up for this.
I think it was kind of my idea, actually. You asked me to make a cocktail, and so I was thinking about it, and I had no ideas, and so I texted you or messaged you last night and just said,
I love that.
hey, just put some stuff in a box and see what happens, and... So, yeah.
Well, I think that's the difference between having no ideas and knowing that you could make anything in the world. So we have to make it a little bit challenging for you.
Oh, yeah.
I love a challenge.
Well, the challenge is that when I got here at 4 o'clock, it's 6 o'clock, I was like, oh, shit, I have to put something in the box for Jason. So I actually picked some things here and there. Let's see what you think.
All right. I'll take a look.
This is the pork and cocktail show, Pigtails. Take a look, and then we're going to talk a little bit while you kind of formulate your plan.
So
keeping in mind you need to make a lot of cocktails.
Yeah, we have a live studio audience. Thank you guys for coming.
Can you bust that out, baby?
I thought it was just because you were going to be cursing, Kristen.
Oh, yeah, it is really just because I'm here, and I just...
So Jason, you have your bacon-infused padron peppers.
Bacon-infused padron.
Bacon
That
fat.
sounds awesome.
You have your Boylan's ginger
Ale.
ale.
I was hoping there would be ginger ale because I'm a sucker.
You have some club soda.
Club soda and
some
tonic water.
Just to be cool. We don't want to really mess with
We got to
them.
give options, right?
That is fennel pollen from outside.
I think it's metal pollen.
I did bullshit.
But it definitely was from outside.
It's like I don't know where to go. I'm just so excited.
You have some Mexican hot sauce that I got that they
That's
told
been
me to
sitting
have
in your
at the
fridge
yeah.
in quite some time.
Carpano Antica, a sweet vermouth for
Yes.
sure. Some Chinar also.
Artichoke flavored liqueur. I thought that would be fun.
Ooh.
Kind of bitter and
Now,
awesome.
keep it in mind, I'm kind of a pussy when it comes to the spices, so let's
No,
No, it's not for you, darling.
No,
This is
I
whatever
don't
she
want
wants
it to
to
be a
make.
master.
Don't think about
everyone.
Kristen. It's your choice.
Listen, the name of the show is Not Taking Orders, so you don't have to listen to Kristen.
Yeah.
That's what I just thought. I take orders every day.
This is the Chipotle Hanger One Chipotle vodka.
Ooh.
A lime because everybody needs a little citrus.
These are DDA's dried peppers.
man.
I don't know if they're ghost peppers or
So they're DDA's
whatever.
dried peppers.
Yeah, DDA
For
dried
in case
them.
you guys don't know, big hand to DDA, who's behind the camera, the mastermind
Oh,
here
yeah.
at ToutSuite.
He's the inspiration.
And what defines
Frenchman.
I want to know what makes these his peppers.
He dried them. He picked them and dried them himself.
What I love is that your one request was
Fresh
don't make
peaches?
anything spicy.
I know,
And you have
shit, and this entire box is full
2
of spice.
peppers, pepper
And
sauce, and
Look
chipotle
at this
vodka.
bacon,
Delicious bacon, because what kind of show is a bacon show without bacon?
right?
There she goes.
And some Rose's lime, just in
Rose's
case.
lime, just in case. Cause
So, Jason,
I've
you
used
can.
that in the last 10 years of my life.
You don't have to use everything, but these are your ingredients.
So we're
Okay.
going to give you a couple minutes to conceptualize something, and then literally when we say go, we're going to give you 5 minutes. Count them 5 minutes to start whipping up.
5
Doesn't have to be a
minutes.
cocktail for everyone to start off the bat, but at least a sample for the judges to approve.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
And
there's 4
we
of
have
them.
ice and glassware.
There's 4 of them.
For your
And there's
choice.
4 of them.
Touche, well played. Cool.
All right.
All
so,
right, we'll let you get to
first
work.
Amazing topic. Get your thinking going and your glassware set up. is where were you for the Nicolas Cage? What is this?
So,
Nicolas Cage art? It sounded fantastic.
hashtag Nick Cage Party was a art gallery show, which was a one-off in San Francisco, and it got picked up not only by TMZ, People Magazine, as well as Time Magazine. So talk about two opposite ends of the spectrum. Time Magazine, TMZ. I had to go when I found out that they were promoting it and doing a secondary batch of it down in LA. So I hit the road. I did a fun little road trip down there with two very special friends, and had such an amazing time seeing the most interesting and intriguing artwork about a celebrity that I could possibly imagine. Nicolas Cage, as I think we all know, is a bit of an oddball, a bit of an eccentric. Anyone who owns 2 yachts and has 2 albino cobras living on them, which, I'm sorry, if there's a snake on the motherfucking boat, I'm not getting on it.
Wait.
If you say fuck on our show, you have to drink. Everybody drink.
Jay, is all of that real?
Yes.
And he named his youngest son after Superman, Kai something, because I'm not that good.
But definitely check it out, because if you type in hashtag Nick Cage art or hashtag Nick Cage party, you can see barrage of different photos that we will be streaming
Jason
here.
just asked me if we have a knife.
Ooh.
You didn't see me.
Do we have a knife?
In my professional opinion, that looks more like a saber than a knife.
It is a saber
Why, thank
from
you.
Italy.
I
was
just like
thinking
the
the
red
same thing,
handle.
actually.
I like the red handle.
You know what they say, size does
Oh,
matter.
we also have these.
That is
back
true.
here, Jason.
Oh, hey, that might work better.
Bigger knife, better drink, I think.
But if you ever want to see a painting of the Virgin de Guadalupe with Nicolas Cage's face on top of her body, and right of this other very iconic.
I want to see Frida. Nick Cage as
There
Frida.
was a Frida.
There was
a Frida.
Did he give you a unibrow?
Yes, she did.
Hell
And
yes.
on top of that, I'd say the most touching one was actually the
Beyonce?
the list of Jesus and his apostles at the Last Supper with Nicolas Cage's face on each and every single body. Personal favorite of mine, must check out.
So what brought you to that event, and are you going to go back?
Oh, I can't wait to go back. Actually, the same promoter who put on the show, it was a collaboration between over 100 local artists based out of San Francisco and LA, is doing a Bill Murray themed show. That's going to be coming up. So definitely, you can Google
I want to
it.
see Bill
I know
Murray's
Jason
face
said.
on Scarlett Johansson's body.
I just want to see Bill Murray in general. The guy's had more T-shirts done with his face on them than any other celebrity.
But the question is, did that turn you on, Susan?
I didn't see it. I'm just saying. It just came to my mind. Yes. Microphone here. Oh. Well, he's contemplating.
I was cleaning the fuzz off my peach. I'm sorry.
Can we get a drink over here?
Is that what we're
All right,
calling
thank
that
you.
now?
Okay, let's bring Jason in. I've got a cream for that, by the way.
Yeah, ooh.
You're in the middle now.
So would I at the end.
Are
but
you
it's
ready? It doesn't matter.
Cool. All right.
5 minutes
Ready,
Start.
set,
now.
Go.
And talk us
Timer,
through it,
hold on,
buddy.
I'm doing the timer.
Okay.
If you don't talk us through it, we will.
I'm going to talk you through it. Why wouldn't I talk you through it? Being that it's peach season and you have a bajillion of them, I'm just going to throw some peaches on in there because what the hell, why not?
What defines peach season? Does anyone know when peaches start
When they
coming
start
in and
falling
stop?
off the tree.
Yeah,
Is
when
there
they
a
start
season? Is it
when they start
summertime?
rotting on the bottom of your tree.
When they're soft. So is it
When
really
they're
acceptable
soft,
to go
they
through a
get
store and
really
just start
fucking
squeezing the
seductive about
peaches?
this.
Well, they call them
Like,
summer
Do you
peaches.
squeeze your tomatoes when you buy them?
No, I don't.
Oh, what the hell?
always
Why
do.
judge
Why would you
other
not do
people?
This is why we don't shop together.
Is that okay, coming
Yeah.
from a chef background? Is
Yeah.
it okay to go through just touching everything in the everything in the
Of
store?
course.
You should,
Yeah,
you
that's
should be
why.
washing that shit when you get home anyway.
Correct. Absolutely. You select your produce without touching it first?
Well, I could.
I do that. I have a
I
farm
pick
fresh
it like
box.
I pick my girls. I just give it a little bump.
Wait.
Not enough.
Technically, I don't touch everything because I get a farm fresh box. So I'm hoping that those motherfuckers are putting shit in there that's right.
Wait, hold on, wait.
Drink.
Drink.
But on that same topic,
So
aren't
explain the
you
rule
the
of-
one who switches
the
out
box.
and has yelled at your farm fresh?
I have
people?
yelled at my farm fresh people. They skip me all the time. I mean, yeah, I'm only getting charged like $2.35 for celery. But if you tell me it's on the manifest, it fucking better be on the manifest. I get all excited about that shit.
So I have to intervene here because I have the exact same service you do. It's called Farm Fresh to You. It comes bi-weekly. We actually get our boxes on the same day.
We do.
Kristen just doesn't customize hers quite the way that
customize
I
shit
do.
all the time. I even get eggs.
Not last week
Not
you didn't.
true.
Back to Jason.
Okay, so I threw some of those bacon-infused padrones in with, like, the limes and the peaches.
Ooh, are you muddling?
Yeah, you know what? If you were at Red and you see me muddle, the only reason this is happening is because you either ordered an old-fashioned or mojito. I don't do this on a regular basis.
So if I go to Red, you're not going to muddle shit for me? What if I order a mojito?
I want you to muddle shit for me.
What about a champagne cocktail?
Champagne cocktail, you don't muddle. Why would you muddle
Really?
that?
I don't know. That's why
What
you're a
about
bartender.
Fresh ginger?
Fresh ginger?
Couldn't you slice it and have to muddle it down to get the...
Yeah, or you can spend a little time when you get there and make a puree of something so you don't have to fucking muddle.
Wow. Apparently someone has a lot of free time on his hands. She's just going around making purees from scratch daily.
Okay, wait, that just went south completely.
No, I know. See, you're all...
He has to prep for the successfulness of a bar situation.
I really
Any successful bartender is going to prep. Same with any successful chef. If you're not prepping as somebody who's doing this kind of service, not only are you not going to be able to produce the best quality product, your customers are going to be sitting there waiting like 15 minutes, half an hour for a cocktail. And I'm sorry, I don't care what you put in my drink. You could put gold dust and fairy feathers or whatever the hell they have.
Do you have... Is it...
Whatever this cocktail is, I want it, and I want it stat.
If it is in my cocktail and it takes me half an hour, I'm going to be pissed off.
Especially when you're
So can you tell us like some of the things that you're prepping before your shift? Because that's really interesting to me.
I'll do cucumber juice. All our juices we squeeze fresh, so lemon, lime, orange, grapefruit. Cranberries are really hard to squeeze.
Yeah, does it go in an
No, we have a
apparatus?
juicer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have a juicer.
How does the juicer work again? I keep going.
So
I'm gonna ask
on the drink you meant. Okay.
Really fun at parties.
Okay.
Pet peeves behind the bar.
Pet
When you're spending all this time focusing about prepping.
Pet
all
peeves
these
behind the
drinks and
bar, people who don't order what they want. That's one of my actual favorite words.
I don't understand that.
Okay, so the whole trend with mixology now, you brought up mixology earlier, and I'll go with mixology, even though I'm a bartender who, yes, technically I'm a mixologist, but you're a mixologist, you're a mixologist, you're a mixologist. All of you like to drink. All of you know what's in a cocktail. You might not know the freshest ingredients or weird and interesting ways to do it. However, you've studied a drink once or twice in your life.
Oop, your timer's up.
Can you stand behind the bar and make...
I'm sorry.
Damn you!
No, I'm sorry.
Do not interrupt him.
Okay.
Please.
So, but can you stand behind the bar with 25 people all ordering drinks from you? This person's having food. This person's not having food. This person's going, you know what? I don't really know what I want to drink tonight. How about you just make me something? Like, can you do that? No. So my whole thing is there are people who study drinks and know a lot about mixology. Can they mix? Yes. Can they be a bartender? No.
Well, one of my favorite things to do is actually go into your bar specifically, and I'll pick a spirit, and I say run wild with it, just because your array of talent and skill set, I want to see that put to use.
I love doing that, because I want to see something that's, like, interesting and unique, and what, if you were going to make something at home, and you had all these ingredients in front of you, like, what would you make for yourself?
A glass of red wine, I think.
Beer and Fernet. That's what I would get for me. I don't make cocktails for myself. I make them for other people. I'm not even going to lie. I have been known to drink straight out of the bottle. That might make me sound like an alcoholic, but whatever.
Honey, we all went to college. We've all done that.
Yeah, it's true.
No, I actually don't know.
Some of us more recent than others.
Sorry.
I actually had a winemaker encourage me to do that this past week.
With wine or with booze?
With wine.
Oh, that's okay.
Straight from the bottle.
That's okay.
Oh,
It's
yes.
single serving
Oh, wait a
size.
minute. Hold on, I know that person. She's called my mother. So, you know.
I knew I liked your mom for a reason.
We were surrounded by nuns and bishops.
Yeah.
So I think it called for the perfect occasion to take a swig or two from a bottle.
We seem to do that constantly.
I think I left the studio audience in awe and shock for a moment.
My mother's been in the industry for 4 decades and encourages our employees to, and
This has a really interesting
our
color.
brothers in arms to drink out of the bottle.
I'm really
It was a 96.
It's very fall-like.
It was a 96.
I'm really interested to see what this tastes like.
I'm really excited to see what this tastes like. I just want you to beat that thing a little bit harder.
I was
Can
actually
we?
more
No,
worried
we
about
went there earlier.
I was actually more worried about it spraying all over the place after I beat it than I was beating it. So.
It's okay, Kristen won't mind.
I know.
Doesn't get
I'm not gonna. I'm done.
Isn't that the slogan?
I
If it
can't
doesn't get
believe
all
you
over the
found
press,
the
it doesn't go on
strainer.
the page.
I kind of can't believe I found a strainer either, but I'm pretty excited
just
about
brought
the
that
whole
from
fact that I
home.
have it.
Welcome to ToutSuite Studios. You never know what kind of supplies you're gonna have back
No,
here.
Pretty much.
That's never bad.
Ooh, this is looking sexy. So what are you straining out there?
So, I hate chunkies in my drinks.
Totally agree.
I hate them.
Or in your bar.
No, I don't mind chunkies in my bar.
All right. It was so easy, like T-ball. I couldn't help but hit it. So.
Yeah, so are
Wait.
the chunkies.
Wait, hold on. Who's the best? Not being stereotypical, Jason.
Not being stereotypical.
Who is the best tipper? What kind of person is the best tipper?
Oh, that's such a hard question to answer.
Ones with discretionary income.
Well, that helps.
Well, no.
No,
Ones
no, no.
who have worked in the
Okay.
industry before.
Maybe
I'll say
Committed.
people who are in the industry, people who know how to dine. Also, gay men sometimes if they think you're cute. Sorry. And then,
Hey, I
Jay's
always tip
not
well when
sorry,
I come
Jay's
in.
not sorry.
yeah, but never mind.
We're always hoping you'll just lose another button. We're
But
like, if
let's-
we add an extra decimal.
Here, I just throw a little bacon on the
Let's
top.
talk about that though for a
Think about
moment.
it.
Beautiful.
You can
Because
see my undershirt
There
if
we
you do
go.
that. All right.
We'll take a pair of scissors. We can fix that for you.
when it comes to discretionary income and when it comes to gratuitizing your staff, when I was growing up in the restaurant industry, 20% was standard. Is that still the same, Jason?
Yes. No, I don't know. That's tough. I expect 20%. I'm not gonna lie.
Correct.
I
Well,
expect
you work
20%
at
on a
you
regular
work at an
basis.
extremely high-end restaurant.
And I'm
so
badass at what I do.
Exactly.
So there's that.
So it does make sense.
So would you
But-
say that maybe 20% is a baseline if you don't screw up what you're doing, and then, you know, what is it that people can do that will make you feel special? Like if I wanted to make you my bartender and I wanted to get your attention.
Come in a very low-cut dress. I mean, no, I'm just kidding.
Shit,
That's so
Bob.
shallow.
You heard
That's
it
so
here, folks.
shallow, but it's kind of true.
That may not be true. You could see me in a low-cut
No,
dress.
no.
You may not actually like
So-
Wait,
it.
hold on. Let me pull this down.
Okay.
And pull it back up.
Oh, hey.
Alright.
Here, I'm just gonna taste this because
Well, I want to taste it.
What do you think?
Your face right now says a lot.
What do you think?
I think it's very interesting.
Wait, what is that? What is that?
I don't know.
I'll be the guinea pig here.
I want to be the guinea pig.
It's a lot of very different flavors.
Or the conductor.
I mean, it's a
Share
little
the
bitter,
love.
it's a little spicy, it's a little sweet.
You can be the conductor. I'll be the caboose.
Well, I would
I
prefer
would
that
love
actually.
to- you would love to be the caboose. That's your favorite position.
No
Okay,
comment.
chugga, choo
So
choo.
then back to the favorite kind of customer.
Yes.
I love people who come and are engaged,
Uh-huh.
who want to be there, who are psyched to be there, who when you talk to them, they're like, "Oh, sweet, man, that's cool." You know, they're like into it. They might not know, they might not know vodka from
Most people enjoy
a
that.
hole in their wall.
Most
You know,
people
like they
that.
don't care. They're from wherever, but they're just amped that they're at a bar and they see you doing what you're doing and they're psyched to be sitting there. They could honestly care less. You could put a vodka martini in front of them and all you do is shake the crap out of it. There's ice on the top and they're just amped.
It's like a Tom.
You know?
Wow.
I have a question.
Oh,
I've
spicy.
taken on this
Velocity is
peanut
really nice.
quality. Where do you think that came
Spicy
from?
peanut.
I think the
Yeah,
peanut is
peanut.
coming from the bacon stuffed pepper, a little bit with the chinar.
It's a spicy bacon.
From a chef's
Really
perspective,
That's actually really nice. I
if
like
you
it
dip
coming
your
on the
bacon in
palate.
there, it's really good.
Is what?
Jay gave me my little sip, and
We-
she doesn't
we
give
like
me
to-
sips like I do. So
Yeah.
I want a little more.
Sorry, I didn't give her a Susan sip.
The bacon was my
You can
favorite
roll
part.
it around your
The bacon was
mouth.
amazing. Bacon
Oh,
was amazing.
yeah.
We ate it. Sorry.
There's more bacon, Susan. Dip the bacon in there.
Dip
And get it.
Hold on. I just really.
Okay.
Gotta dip it, Kathy.
So, like, if you did, like, a
Then
bacon
you pass
rim,
it
that
around
would be
the audience. We're all
That would
sharing
be-
this.
Yeah,
I would agree
know.
with you.
Look at all
Kind
these
of a pain
Parts
in your
Studio
ass, but-
audience members. Do you think we
Yeah,
could
you
work
gotta
on
bust
something
them
for
out,
us?
buddy.
I don't know if I could do another
Well,
one.
we can do that after the show. They have cocktails.
We can
I
always
hope.
pass around the same glass like communion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have done
Alcohol
that.
kills it all.
We have done
It's
that
all right. I
before.
got my sip first, so I'm good.
Cheers now.
Yeah.
Oh,
C-Mac was like.
wow.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know what to do. Come on, I've worked around food my
So,
entire life.
Jason, I would say you win.
Well, thanks.
You have the Chop season finale of Cocktail
You
Making.
win the two
That was
sweet
really-
challenge.
That was really fun because those
That's
are,
really good.
to be completely honest with you, those are things that I would never throw together in a cocktail. Like I would never look at these things and be like, oh well, Chinar with vodka. I mean, I could probably do another one that would be completely different aspect from that
Let's
one.
see you do it.
I'll do.
You know what?
Behind
You know
the
what?
scenes. Let's see you
Do
come
it-
back
do it while
after.
I'm
After
You know what
heading
I
towards
hate
the end of the
though is
episode.
when you have a talk show and everyone's like, "Oh, it's so good." Like, if it sucked, I would tell you.
Please tell me it would suck.
You know what?
And I would take it back. And,
It actually should suck. That would be important.
but every day on the Today Show,
I
they
think-
have like they eat something. They're like, it's so
This
good.
is a specialized
No.
one, though.
This is really good.
No, it is really good.
See, but I agree with you. I think mouthfeel. I'm a huge mouthfeel
I
and
love,
texture person.
But I make wine.
And I
so,
think that is something that is so overlooked in cocktails, that the texture of it. Like, I'll have things that are really thin on my cocktail menu. I'll have things that are thick and rich because everybody's palate is so different. And that's my thing with cocktails. It's like, you know what? You might not like what I like. That's why when people come in, another one of my pet peeves is like, oh, what do you like? You're not going to like what I
You
like.
may, yeah.
I can guarantee you're not going to like what I like.
Yeah,
I
like
like
a Negroni,
I like bitter.
a lot
I
of
like
people don't
strong.
like that,
I like
but I love
things
them.
that I've never tasted before, and I'm pretty sure that everything that I would want to drink, you would be scared of. That's why when I make a cocktail menu, I don't put what I want to drink on a cocktail menu.
You put
I
what?
make it so okay, there's part of a population that's going to want this. There's part of a population that's going to want this. You know, it's like there's something for everybody on the cocktail
And so,
menu.
how do you
No, this
screen
is great.
people? How do if they say, "Hey, what
If
do
only
you?"
you could screen all of your customers.
Correct,
But how do
exactly.
you?
That.
How do you? If they say, "Hey, I don't know, like, give me something," how do you go there?
I've gotten good at reading people. I mean, you can kind of tell, like,
Your job is half personality. You're a therapist.
half, a lot more than half. Well, let's go 60%. I mean, you know, the
That's
other
pretty
skill
good.
and stuff.
You're psychic
if-
too, right?
You are.
Yeah.
You are.
Oh.
However,
Everybody can
when
hear
you
me.
when you do this, people come in and you ask them, "What do you normally like to drink?" And they'll go, "This is the majority. I like vodka. I don't want anything really sweet. I want it kind of fruity. I don't really know." Boom! I'll make you a cocktail right away. I
Yeah.
have one I make for 90% of the people
Well,
that say
2
that.
weeks ago, I went into Red and I was like, "Oh, I'm not drinking Greyhounds anymore. I'm trying something." And he's like, "Well, I have this." I was like, "I want a beer," and he pulled a beer for me. He totally nailed it.
Well,
But you were like, "I'm not letting you decide," and you know what?
'Cause
You knew better than I did.
Because it gets to a point that when you go with the back and forth,
these are craft
you're not
beers
giving
we're
people
talking about.
you're not giving them customer service. A lot of these people just want you to decide.
Yeah.
They want you to decide
I
what they want
control
to eat.
enough in
I
my
really
life.
appreciate
I wanna walk
that,
into
actually.
an amazing bar and say,
That
hey,
is
I want this and that.
yes.
And as long
make
as you
it.
give me parameters, I'm perfectly fine with that. Don't just be like, I don't really know. Like,
So-
well, what do you want to drink?
I
I
do
don't
that
really
shit.
care. Well, what spirit
Yeah.
do you want? It doesn't really matter. Do you want fruit or not fruit? I don't really care. It's like, well, then you can go fuck yourself.
That's when you
And
get
you're
out.
gonna get a vodka on the rocks right now.
Drink.
I
don't know
totally
if
love that.
Yay!
So for you guys who don't know, Susan here is a big advocate of the Greyhounds. So when she told us she was not going to be consuming them for a few weeks, I asked if like a spaceship had taken the real Susan and
Well,
delivered
Did a
somebody
serious
else in her
Facebook,
body.
I
Because
think
this is our go-to
grapefruits
ToutSuite
dropped in
cocktail.
price.
I think I've had too much grapefruit juice. It's not the vodka. I think
Grapefruits
I'm
are good for
drinking
you.
Too much grapefruit juice.
It is
Yeah,
good
but
for
it's
you, though.
changing my like body composition,
Well-
or I'm just getting older. I
Huh?
don't know.
A big thank you though, Jason,
Yes.
for coming out
Wait,
from
I-
that and sharing
Can
your
I ask
story.
one more
Yes.
question
Yes.
before we let Jason go
Yeah.
away?
I'll go make
So
another
Jason, I have a
cocktail.
really important question. So
Okay.
you're at Red. You're in
Yes.
Yountville.
Yes.
What are your days off?
Sundays and Mondays.
Okay, so don't go on Sunday and Monday. So when we go Tuesday through Saturday,
Tuesday through Saturday in the evening time.
what's the one drink right now that you're super proud of that you love to make? What should everybody order when they come to see you?
Oh, that's a really tough one.
Okay, name three. Pick three.
Pick three. Well, see, I'm changing my cocktail menu.
Okay, okay, pick
So,
five.
the ones to look forward to
Just see
would be the Samurai, which is one of my like ultimate classics. It's blackberry puree, yuzu, Chardonnay green tea, and ginger beer.
Nice.
Ooh,
It's
that
really,
sounds amazing.
really good. Another one that I think is gonna go on this week that I was really happy with. I called it "I See What You Did," and it was it's Florida Cana rum of house-made falernum, which is a rum-based simple syrup done with allspice, clove, nutmeg, lime zest, and almond extract.
Oh.
Fresh pineapple juice, lime juice, Angostura
sounds
orange
amazing.
bitters.
There has to be a story behind that.
No, I just made it up for somebody this week, and they're like,
Uh-huh.
"I see what you did here, and I like it." I'm like, "I see what you did." That's the name of the cocktail.
Nice.
And then also right now I have one that's called the Stone Fruit Cooler. I've been doing this butter wash whiskey for a little bit, and it's
Can you tell everybody how to fat wash liquors? Because
sure.
that'd be pretty cool.
So I basically take clarified butter.
Mhm.
It's about half a cup per bottle, and melt it all the way down. Once it comes completely melted, take it right off the heat. Add the whiskey in, stir it up, stick it in a metal container that's has a good amount of surface area. Cover it with tinfoil and stick it in the freezer. All the butter freezes to the top, the whiskey goes to the bottom. It comes out with this super viscous, nutty, smooth kind of.
Oh my gosh, that
bourbon.
sounds amazing.
Kristen loves nutty flavors. I've seen that done with whiskey and bacon before. So
yeah, I mean it's done the same way. If you're doing it with bacon, you just basically cook the bacon and then use the fat and do it the same way.
Okay, I'm getting more thirsty and thirsty.
as a chef, I appreciate bacon fat in my cocktail.
I'm also really hungry.
Well, there's that too.
Here,
And
I left you some bacon in there.
And being that it's the bacon show, I'm gonna shut up and go make another cocktail.
We do have amazing.
Thank you,
We
Jason.
have a long
so
time
much
left
for
in
coming out
the
here.
studio, and if you're logged in on camera, which you should totally do, you can stay with us for the after show. But first, we have Chef Eric coming up from Pig and Squirrel. So Pig and Squirrel. And we're gonna trade places, and we're gonna sit over here.
Yes.
You join us.
Okay, I'll
All
join
right.
you.
We're gonna do some musical chairs.
Yeah, and we're gonna have some music in between. Imagine it. Yep.
Imagine it.
Okay, sweetie, I'm gonna put this down on the counter. Hopefully, I don't make too much of a noise. So, Chef Eric, you're from Pig and the Squirrel.
Pig and Squirrel, that is us. We are wine country condiments for everyday living. The concept with Pig and Squirrel is, as a chef here in the wine country and in the city, is that I was always having to make my own condiments for cheese plates and other fun accoutrements. So I said, you know what? You never take me seriously. So I said I might as well just go ahead and do it for myself. Maybe work a few less hours and enjoy where I live. I live right here in Napa as well, so it just really seemed to really go well together. I've lived in the wine country now for the better part of 15 years, and I love being up here. I love using the local ingredients. When I drive up and down the highways, I sit there and I look at all these great products on the sides of the road, and I say, you know what? That's the season, that's the season, that's the season, and that's what I want to use right now. I got fennel sticking out of my head, I know.
Clearly, yes,
Yeah.
yes, you are.
I use a lot of
It really
fennel.
brings out a
Fennel.
feminine side of Eric, which I don't really see that often, because actually what makes this just such a bonus is Eric and his amazing wife Jen are my neighbors. And we met a little less than a year ago.
And they haven't kicked her out of the neighborhood
Nope,
yet.
they haven't kicked me out.
Not yet, anyway.
They make the most
Not
amazing
yet.
cocktails plus food, and what's great is that, I mean, Eric introduced me to all
Although
these.
we're going to see
just
Jason here real soon.
Yeah. No, but I mean, they just started introducing me to those, because of course I'd love to cook, but I can't cook compared to him, so I'd come over for dinner, and his sons and my son
She's
would.
like our Kramer.
I pretty much.
Oh.
And I do bust in without the hair. So I've
You take
been
your
able
hair
to.
off?
No, I said without the hair.
Oh, creamer.
Because I don't have
Got it.
creamers
No, I was
hair.
okay.
For some of us who have woken up next to Kristen in the morning,
None of
I
us
think
have
the
The
hair.
back gets a little crazy.
I don't know.
Okay, the back gets a little crazy, but no. So I've been able to enjoy these, and then Eric was. We had our All Things Bacon Spellage Industry Party last month, or at the beginning of this month, excuse me. And so Eric was able to make all the food for that, and it was just amazing. And I've been able to try these. I've been privileged to try these. So I thought, what better way with bacon, because we all love bacon, is to have him come out here and strut his shit.
So what I would like to know, because I work in the culinary industry with a lot of pig, but how did you get the name Pig and the Squirrel? That's not a pairing you often see on the menu.
No.
It's a little weird.
And it's just one of those things that, I like pig.
Okay, we're going to play with that later.
We're not, because I'm going to embarrass
We're going to
myself.
have a studio audience pick your pork product.
This is Charlie. Charlie is actually on our label.
Wow.
It's a
Why did
tattoo that my
you
wife.
name your pig Charlie?
Yeah.
I love that.
Actually, my wife named him. She
Okay.
actually got him for me a couple years ago for a birthday.
Nice.
A few years ago now.
So would your nickname then be the squirrel?
No.
That's my little squirrel. My wife is my little squirrel.
Oh, that's adorable.
Jen.
So cute.
And we do have the wife here in the
Cute and little
audience.
and beautiful.
So you got to be the pig.
Yep. And you
Yeah.
know what? Originally we were going to call it the squirrel and the pig, but it sounded a little too much like the girl and the pig.
Big.
Right.
Oh, good call.
Tip of the hat to
Good
Sandra.
call.
I can't get too close to that. She's got her own product there. It's a lot like mine, but mine's better.
So the pig came from your obsession with
Ooh.
bacon.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. I love pork. I love a lot of the products that we have actually go really well with pork. And while I made this stuff really designed to go with cheese and wine, that's really the core idea about it. It also goes really well with a lot of different foods. You know, I'll stuff my pork loins with the dried apricot and shallot compote. You know, or you know, I'll use the honey on it as a glaze, or I'll turn the mustard in with a little bit of cream and use that as a condiment on doing like a roast
Could
pork.
you use this on sausage or?
You can use it on anything you want.
Oh,
They're
And
amazing.
I was just checking.
so tonight, pork. I heard pork. I heard there's supposed to be Bloody Mary somewhere. Jason, I don't know. I'm sorry. But that's okay. We don't have to have Bloody Marys. I have a tomato product.
We come to Red and we do a bacon Bloody Mary on our brunch menu. But
Wow.
Excellent.
I do have to say, there's several rumors floating around and debates about where the best Bloody Mary is in Napa. Some people go with Boonfly Cafe, but I personally have to go with Red. I'm slightly biased.
and I have nothing to do with the Bloody Mary mix either.
And I'm really excited right now.
I have to go with anybody.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, I just
Absolutely.
actually,
Absolutely.
in terms of anything bacon, I just get excited. I mean,
Well, that's two of you here.
So what is it that
Do-
you're doing?
should I get
There's a
Towlette?
fire
Yeah.
on, there's a pan on the
There's
fire.
fire.
so let's.
I got some hungry people here, and as a chef, I just can't abide by that. So I'm
Do
gonna.
I'm looking, do we have smoke alarms in here? Are we going to be good?
Yeah, we have smoke alarm, Susan. Are we good?
Oh, there's not enough heat here. Not to
Because
worry.
the most embarrassing thing is when you set off smoke alarms.
Honey, I've never set off a smoke alarm.
I have at St.
He's
Louis
a
Food and Wine
he's a
Show
professional.
on an audience of 3,000. It's awesome.
The question is, did the sprinklers come on?
No.
Uh,
It was only caramel sauce.
it was only caramel sauce.
It's totally fine.
So what do you know? So tell us.
So
Explain to us
again,
what we're making.
this is a bacon theme, a pork theme today. So I have my little tomato and red onion marmalade that we do. Goes great on burgers, and BLTs is actually where the concept originally came from.
I'm just dreaming of that on top of lobster.
Absolutely.
Lobster first thing in the morning for a great brunch. Yeah.
Or even just a little bit more exciting with shrimp or something, as opposed to a how
Did
would
you just
that
call
work?
lobster boring?
No, I didn't say boring. No, I said
No.
what?
Thank you.
I didn't say boring. Sorry, I have to keep pulling my shirt down for Jason or my dress.
Do you
He's
want to
making cocktails right now.
closer to Jason? Would that make you feel better?
No, we're good.
Sorry.
Would this work, Jason?
Yeah, no, that works. I'm good.
I feel like I need to keep like unbuttoning, like getting lower and lower.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like, when do I get my
you're
next
not
cocktail?
Style, baby.
I'm everyone's style, you
And
know
so,
that.
No, we actually didn't ask that question.
What?
We didn't
Well,
ask you
Jason-
that question.
Okay.
For ladies and gentlemen,
Jason.
He's like, you don't have to ask that question. I'm good.
for you at home, ladies and gentlemen,
No.
Jason is married,
No.
Uh-oh.
so you are single.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Are you ready to mingle?
So
I'm a bartender. I mingle every night. Of course I'm ready.
Jason, are you into boxers or lacy?
Lazy.
Solve that once and
Wait,
forever.
that's not even a fair question to ask Jay, though.
Really. I'm sorry.
No matter what it is you're looking for, I've got something in a sanctuary at home for you.
That's probably true.
Probably does.
But I love how red you turn.
Thank you. I turn red rather easily. It's not
I
hard.
told her that too. And so.
All right, so while you're cooking this, I want to hear about these because, like, I haven't actually. Well, this is redonkulous.
What is that?
Okay.
So explain. While
So,
this is
okay.
cooking, explain these.
Let me go through all of this here. Everything that we do is sweet and savory pairing. We use local ingredients that feature things like local vinegars and local fruits, and it's all designed to like take you on that little roller coaster of flavor. So there's shallots in with the dried apricots there. I use mustard seed in my honey. It's not a honey mustard. It's a mustard honey. So you get that little play on the texture
That's
of the
what she
mustard
said
seeds.
was redonkulous, correct?
Yeah.
That's so
So you get that little fun pop of the seeds
I want to
there.
try the mustard.
And
I
then
haven't tried
be
it yet.
careful. That's for big boys.
Ooh, for big
super
boys.
spicy.
Wait. We have a sexist condensation here. I can hang, man.
Okay,
Wait,
put your mouth.
I heard sex.
spicy things.
Right?
Hold on, can my co-host repeat that? I heard sex and condensation.
I had a couple greyhounds. Why did I do
Yeah.
that?
I was like, sex and condensation makes me very
some
curious.
amazing ingredients behind the bar, which nobody else can see.
Of course.
But
I've got
there's
bacon.
Some bacon.
There's bacon, bacon, and bacon.
There's some cool fucking greens. What'd you bring? I'm sorry, I said.
Oh, drink.
I got a little Lola Rosa here
Drink.
and some some bitter greens.
So show me. This is the Lola Rosa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, I love this. It's so
What is
beautiful.
Lola
Can we put it
Rosa
up
for
here?
you at home?
It's
who
just
don't know?
it's like a red leaf lettuce. It's a little more bitter. Usually you pick it when it's very young. That way you kind of manage the bitterness on it. But it's really cool. And when you're making things that are very simple ingredients, you want them to pop out. And so I'm making a BLT with the tomato marmalade instead of tomatoes.
Uh-huh.
So the whole idea is that you've got this thing that you can have year round, and it goes really well together. And it's just fun. It's fun. It's different. I used to make a sea scallop BLT, and I use this product on there.
Sea scallop BLT.
Goes
That sounds
really well
amazing.
That's something I'm not familiar with seeing on even any restaurant menus, but something I would
You've
love
never
to
seen
try.
my menus.
Ooh.
I, like Jason, am not modest. We strut our stuff because we're really good at what we do. I've spent
Eric,
a lot of
nobody
years
here
doing
is
it.
modest.
So if you're strutting around, I
If
want
they
to
were,
know,
they've gone
when you're in the
already.
kitchen, is it boxers or briefs?
Or lacy thongs.
Wait, should
We're
we
not
ask,
here to judge.
should we ask
Do
Jen?
you need a little hug? Do you need a
Should
little
we ask
comfort?
Jen? Jen, can you answer that question
I mean,
for
we
us?
can
Jen,
find
take
out.
the
I feel-
microphone over.
You
Does
are
Eric
wearing
wear
pants behind your
boxers
witch
or
right
briefs?
Yes, I am wearing
Inquiring
pants
minds
today.
want to know, darling.
Yes.
Yes, what? Boxers or briefs?
answer is yes.
Yes.
I love how
He
agreeable
wears
she is.
both.
Oh, both. It's just depending on the day.
There's a mood thing going on there, yes.
A mood thing.
What's your mood
Interesting.
today?
Sometimes there's commando.
Is that like a mood
Okay.
ring situation?
No, not today.
So he wore his rainbow brights.
Why do I miss these?
Rainbow
We need,
brights.
like
You
we need to have a blog of Eric's
You weren't
fancy
here on
underwear.
ToutSuite, folks.
Jay wears fancy underwear sometimes too.
I have been known to wear fancy underwear on occasion.
Like every single fucking day.
Can we just go back to like what you define as fancy? Like what
Fancy.
makes it fancy?
I think anything that makes you feel comfortable, that also just makes you just want to rip your pants off and dance around and
You
show it
mean-
off to everyone.
Wait, you want somebody else to rip your pants off, or you
No,
want to
I
rip your
just-
own
No,
pants
they-
off?
I don't
'Cause
understand.
why would you rip your own pants off? That doesn't make much
Because
sense.
you just want to dance. Yeah.
You can tell that the Greyhounds here were good, and Jason did his job earlier.
I know. Wait, I need to. This has had bacon just kind of chilling in it.
actually, I think, gotten better as it kind of sat there.
So I could watch Shaq just sit here and play all day long.
With
Okay,
your bacon
so
in it.
tell us what
I
you've
see
done so far.
bacon and more bacon.
So I've toasted some bread,
Okay, we love that.
and now I'm applying the bacon part of the bacon show.
Yeah, don't be shy.
So what is your favorite cut of bacon? Or do you have,
Yeah.
depending on the dish,
Or is there
different
certain-
kinds of bacon that you like to use?
Should we show you where
It
the bacon
really
comes from?
depends. Right there.
Thank you,
right
thank
there.
you. Yeah.
The
uh-huh.
belly.
It really
Pork belly, right? Because
Pork-
that's technically
pork
where bacon
belly.
comes from,
You can
right?
make
In this
bacon
country.
from other stuff, but really you need the fat, the belly fat.
What is that?
It's mayonnaise.
Girl,
Oh,
that's mayonnaise.
That's mayonnaise.
It's mayonnaise.
I want some
Commercially produced
motherfucking
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise.
Drink.
Drink. Because I said motherfucking mayonnaise.
No, you're
Oh,
We
my-
just love
my cocktail's
trying to
fancy.
pretend like I constantly attempt to pretend like I can do accents well, and it fails miserably every time. But I think
that
my
what you're trying to
enthusiasm,
do?
yeah, but I think my enthusiasm just makes it like a little bit better.
No, I just thought you had allergies. Do it again.
No, now I can. It has to come naturally.
Oh, that's what she said. So chef, so you've got mayonnaise.
Yeah, I'm just making this one real straightforward. The next
Okay.
sandwich, I'm gonna make 2 sandwiches for you guys.
That was a really good.
Because we're gonna get
That
some
was a really
grilled
good. That's what she
cheese
said.
up in this motherfucker.
We're gonna get real what?
Grilled cheese up in this motherfucker.
Oh, is that round 2? Maybe we shouldn't distract chef. So now you're gonna add the Lola Rosa.
Yeah, and this again, this is just for color, because again, it's a very simple little thing.
I
and I
want
want
to.
to
No,
pop.
if it didn't have lettuce, it wouldn't be a BLT, right?
Well,
Unless he braised it and put it in the tomato marmalade. I don't know.
I also use
Why do you call it marmalade?
Well, what is it called here?
What is it?
It's marmalade.
It's marmalade. Okay, well, she said marmalade, so is this a fancy shit?
Tomato,
that
Just
tomato.
being
The
who
culinary
really cares?
geniuses
She's just being fancy.
don't know. I just
know
want
what?
to
I'm
know.
just so glad that I learned that you have to pick that the lettuce early
That's a
because
much
I didn't
bigger
do that and my
I
lettuce
really
was
like being
extremely
behind the
bitter.
bar, Susan. I
So
think
that
it's
was
more fun.
this is a learning show. This is
Well,
an educational show.
There we
Just
go.
for all of you viewers out there that want to give to an educational show, this is. I just learned about the lettuce.
You want to pick your
right?
lettuce early so it's not bitter, because her lettuce was bitter because she picked it too late. So
I'm
she
excited.
just learned this.
All right,
Okay, got it. Go on.
everybody needs. All right.
Okay, so I tell you what, if you can put those on a plate, then we can pass them over this
Well,
way.
we need some too.
But no, the first one's going to be stuck here.
We have
Yeah.
a starving studio audience.
Yes, but we need to feed
We're just gonna
ourselves.
pass
We
a little bit
filled
around
in
here.
For me.
millions of peaches earlier. I don't know why you guys aren't happy with that.
Millions of peaches for me. Who did that song? I fucking
Pot
love
USA,
that song.
Presidents of the United
Oh,
States of America.
shit.
Pot
You
USA.
owe them royalties.
Oh,
Correct, yes.
You know what?
Oh.
I think that they are going to be in the sharing mood tonight.
You know what I love about this? Hold on.
Chef, did I hear that you're going to make grilled cheeses too?
I might. We'll see. Because I really want to focus on getting the product talked about here a little bit. Because Kristen likes to roll
So,
over me.
seriously? Okay, so this marmalade has the most amazing, like, it's not just tomato. It's this,
Tomato?
shut up. It's this sweet, just amazing, it has the best acid,
That one's broken. I'll help
and
you
it
with that.
completely elevates it. It's amazing. Like, I want to, like, dunk it.
It's just, it's different, and it stands out there. You look at a lot of stores,
It gets
and all you see is fruit, and then once in a while you get somebody that wants to do something with a pepper and an herb or something like that, and I take it way beyond that. Like I said, the honey has mustard seed cooked into it. I don't do anything to the honey. I use great local honey, but I don't mess with the honey. I put everything inside there, and so the mustard seeds are actually what gets processed with some cider and some cider vinegar and some lavender, and so the lavender gets all put in there, and then it's just got this beautiful, bright flavor that just stands out and makes you go, huh, what was that? I didn't expect it. Makes you go, huh?
Aaron's gonna make us some grilled
but
cheese,
that
so we get to,
marma-
like, douse everything
that
else.
marmalade makes that that sandwich where it just makes it kind of like
It's so bright and
it's
beautiful.
so bright with that bacon and it makes
Exactly.
it just pop
It's
because
exactly.
you get every flavor. I mean, I'm gonna say right now, I wish I would have had your stuff to make cocktails with the first time around.
I was gonna recommend.
I actually looked at them when I was standing here, going, "Man, those."
Collaborative
This
educational
one,
effort.
we have a friend that
Next one
that
I'll
makes
do.
drinks. This one's fun for Bloody Marys. This one, the strawberry vanilla
ash. That was the
makes
one
a
that caught
crazy
my eye.
daiquiri. We
That's the
got
one that
busy
caught
one
my
night
eye.
with that stuff.
Going with this theme,
So,
I
Aaron,
have
you're-
one thing to say. Things
ahead.
that make you go,
Ooh, things that make you go, I have the wrong tone.
So I have a really,
fucked that
really
up.
important question. So let's say that I'm not here at ToutSuite. I'm not part of the live audience. How do I get to taste this?
Well, we are in a couple of wineries on the menu, and a little easier way to do it is we're also in Sunshine Foods up
That's
in
St. Helena.
right?
and
We
if
are
I'm not
very-
mistaken, you're branching out and hitting
We
some
are.
bigger
Online.
operations.
You can order online. Thank
Where
you. Yes,
where would I go to do that?
pigandsquirrel.com. Pigandsquirrel.com.
Could we also recommend that our local grocer carry your sauces here?
Absolutely.
Okay,
We are-
'cause
we
I would
are
do that.
just starting to get out there, and like I said, I've had some really great success. The folks up there in Sunshine Foods are going to be featuring us. I'll be going up there and doing some demos. The folks
I just want
in
more of
San
this.
Francisco at Williams-Sonoma are featuring us there on
Congratulations, Williams Sonoma, a
Yes,
very
there's-
reputable, large establishment. To get in there is a huge homage to you and your talents.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
And so, if you guys do see him out at Williams Sonoma, don't think he's just some crazy person trying to force things on you. Obviously, you see it here. It is delicious. Try sample.
Right. Well, and clearly, if it's going to be at Williams-Sonoma, it's only a matter of time before it's everywhere. So beat the trend. Get it now.
Yeah, impress your friends.
Go to
You want to get in on the ground
pigansquirrel.com.
floor.
No and A&D.
A&D.
See? I got
A
it.
and D.
If it's in
Quick
Williams
learner.
and Sonoma,
Tell
it's
me what you're doing
everywhere.
now because you're playing
Yeah,
around with
I'm
the-
excited.
This stuff, the strawberry vanilla ash, I made this on a whim one day, and I had such a good response from it that they said, you gotta make it, you gotta make it, you gotta make it. So strawberry season's here, and we make everything in season. When it stops growing, I stop making it. For sure. Hopefully I made enough, but I don't want to see the stuff sitting around next year. I want to make new stuff the next year.
So we need to basically
So
hoard.
they're very limited.
Yeah.
We need
very
to stockpile.
Limited. It's very limited
We are
quantity.
truly small batch.
Yeah.
The strawberry vanilla ash goes fantastic with goat cheese, the tangs of the goat cheese. This is a little aged tome from Laura Chanel over in Sonoma, so I'm just putting some of the vanilla ash on this, and it plays through real nice.
I could listen to you
me
talk about
the
cheese
ash
all
aspect.
day.
What does
Yeah,
it mean?
I
Is
want
this
you to
like
explain
a jam?
that.
Is it a jelly? Is it a spread?
So,
Is it
you
a
know,
chutney? Is it a
Yeah, tell us what
marmalade?
ash means, because I wouldn't. I don't know.
We industry people, we kind of get inspired by various things. This thing just kind of popped in my head at 2 o'clock in the morning. One morning I jumped up.
After a night of Moscow mules with Jen and I.
I didn't say that, but that may have been the case.
Which is code word for.
Yeah.
I can only imagine though being your wife in that scenario. I mean,
Still.
most wives wake up and they're like, "Wait, my husband disappeared in the middle of the night. Like he must be having an affair."
She
And
can
when you're
find me in
married
the
to a
kitchen.
chef,
Well, Jen
he's
can
sitting
either
downstairs
find
writing a
Eric
recipe for a jam
on
or
the couch
chutney.
with the TV super loud, or in the kitchen.
Told you not to tell her.
See, I'm privileged with all of this amazing information and how amazing the two of them are because we're neighbors and we spend a lot of time together and our kids spend time together.
So do you just sniff it out? Like, do you know when he's cooking and you just follow your nose and you're like, "Oh, it's happened to swing by."
I also
Fan off in the kitchen. Well, maybe that'll help.
I also just quietly knock and then walk in. So they can't like
Well,
say,
I think we learned our lesson
here,
from
like,
CMAC here. Just be sure to lock your door, otherwise the strays just keep coming
you don't want
in.
me to come over, lock
But
the
I
door?
always bring good wine, so they're okay with it.
It is true.
I bring the wine.
When I log
Oh, wait,
on
I
to
need one of these.
pickandscroll.com,
I need
what
this.
is this going to cost me?
Hold this for you.
What is it going to cause you?
Cost me
Cost you.
$25?
It's going to cause you to get hungry, hopefully.
$55.95? I don't know.
We've got
So all of
hungry
our,
people
all of our
over
jars
here.
are on sale online for $12 for the jams and the mustard, and then the honey is it's a little bit more. It's $14 because honey's expensive these days. You got to support the little bees, so you got to pay for it.
This is really nice.
But
I would actually like to see this on foie gras.
oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So would I, Christina.
And we're having a foie show next month.
Oh, coincidentally.
So I feel like we actually should probably get some of this from Eric.
Yeah.
Some-
So
and
can I buy it
highlight
out of
this
your trunk and
on
I get
some
$12?
bootleg, yeah,
And we
totally.
can have this for our
So are we
foie
gonna do a little bit more of this because
This is teamwork.
the honey. So the mustard honey is my most favorite thing.
Is the audience taken care of?
Oh, I think the audience, hopefully, let's
know what?
came to the
Let's
audience.
have
Are you
another
guys
one.
enjoying the bites you guys are
Here
having?
we go. Nope. Yep. No,
I feel like we're on Oprah, like, and you get a bacon bite, and you get a bacon bite, and everyone's getting bacon bites!
Now the mixer.
Thank you, Chef. Do you hear the joy in our studio audience? I don't think we've ever had this happy of an audience
No,
before.
but actually, you know what? The studio audience is actually really quiet.
Yeah, which means
From a food world is always a good thing. It means your mouth is full and you're not complaining. But I would actually love to hear some feedback.
yeah.
Ooh.
Jay, walk on out, man.
All right.
Beta testing, gang.
What-
Think
Yeah.
about it.
Are you ready? So now you've had a bite. What are your thoughts?
Shut your dirty mouth good. Jason, I love that. Shut your dirty mouth good.
Wait.
So you want to know what? We actually have one audience
Yeah, I
member
want some
here who's
cheese
been
with
denied.
ketchup.
I've been denied the bacon.
Does somebody want to?
You got cut off on the
I
bacon?
saved you a special piece.
We'll get a live demonstration. Let's see you eat it.
Got
live.
lots of bacon.
Just put it in your
Stealing the
mouth.
bacon.
Put it in my mouth.
Won't be
We're
the first
stealing
time.
the
Won't be the
bacon.
last.
You know,
Everybody bacon.
it's delicious. So
Well,
fun.
I certainly hope so.
Right?
Everyone
What
else
do you
is
think
really
about
good.
it?
No, I think
Grill the
that
vanilla
is
bean.
I wanna throw
delicious.
those on.
Can
you understand me?
Powder.
So, what are your thoughts on this little piece, on this little bite?
It's like a little bite of heaven. It's really scrumptious and delicious.
Chef, did you hear that? It was just referred to as scrumptious and delicious. Can you repeat?
It was like a little bite of heaven in my mouth and fairies dancing.
Thank
Which
you.
is
That's coming from a
Okay,
pregnant
better,
woman. Her hormones are all fucked up. So this is good.
I think all food tastes amazing right now, but this tastes
But this took
especially
the cake,
amazing.
or took the cherry, or took the whatever.
Exactly. It
I
took
missed
the
that shit,
cherry
sorry.
cake.
It took the cherry cake.
The cherry cake.
All right. You heard it here. It took the cherry cake. I've not had cherry cake, but I'm excited that it's been taken.
I'll make some for you.
Oh, fantastic.
I don't
Where the
bake.
fuck did the cake come from? As long as there's bacon on it, I'm good. We can talk about cake and cherries all day long.
No, so one thing I want to, while we were all digressing,
I want to just throw more bread on here and eat
having a
more.
great time over here. So, Chef, can you tell us again about? So, I asked you why you called it ash, and then you told us while we were talking to the audience. But can you just repeat it because I really think it's interesting. I've never done that in my culinary background.
So, in San Francisco, everything has to be cutting edge and different because that's what your competition's like. So, we started just
Keep going.
burning everything on purpose. So, onion ash, fennel ash, vanilla ash. I came up with one day because I was rooting around the pastry chef's kitchen. And
Kristen, are you sous chefing right now? Are you helping
him? I
him?
made a bunch of ashes one day and powdered them up and just started playing with the combinations.
Not on, Kristen. It won't cook.
Not on.
The flame's not even on.
We have two chefs there in the kitchen and Kristen might not, as you audience members might not be
I
able
can
to tell.
juice some shit till
pan
the
is
cows
not
come home,
on.
but I'm not a good
The
cooker.
pan is
so
not
straight out.
warm.
Kristen's the only one cooking. So Eric, please continue.
So anyway, it's not on. There's no gas.
It's not on. There's no gas.
Mother
Yes, it's
effer. Shit.
We'll continue this at home.
I didn't say motherfucker, so you guys should be happy, right?
So it's just about playing with flavors and seeing what's fun. I've got a master cooper that lives next door to me, and I asked him, hey, could you bring over some old wine barrel stuff because I want to smoke some stuff with it. So our mustard, I actually smoke the ingredients, like shallots and garlic that go into the mustard. I smoke them with old oak wine barrels. And so it picks up a really great note and a little bit of wininess from that. And then I use wine actually in with when I'm making the seeds as well. And I prepare the seeds separately than the rest of the mustard, and I bring it all together. That way.
Did you say wine?
Wine.
Wine.
I just want to say that, you know what? Eric makes something incredibly handcrafted. And just like I make wine, and the rest of this valley makes these very artisan things, I think it's so important to focus on the fact that, like, every single one of these jars are completely handmade by him. Mm-hmm. And that is one thing that we have so much value in this valley, is everything is made with passion and goodness, and it's all handcrafted. And these are all exceptional in their own right, and they wouldn't be here if it didn't have to do with passion and drive and all of that stuff. So it's like, little applause to Eric for making something so amazing.
To our very own Martha Stewart.
I know that we're running out of time.
Yep.
And I'm going to eat more bacon.
I have a very important question. What's going to happen with all of these when the show closes? Can I get them away?
We have this stuff. I always
Can I
like to
give them
feed
away?
everybody.
We're going to eat more,
I want
motherfuckers.
everybody
That's
to
what
eat.
we're going to do.
Eric has a very special tattoo.
Oh, shit.
Its name is Charlie.
She's going to make me look like an asshole right now. Watch.
From
there we go.
Who can pick their pork? Otherwise, I'm going to make Jay be the guinea pig.
Wait. I'll call out one. I call out two. I'll call out two.
No. Okay, you ready for this? All right, we'll start with Kristen, and then I'm going to make all of you volunteer. So, Kristen, can you find the bacon?
Yes, the bacon is in the pork belly.
Good.
And that's the pork butt.
So you get...
No, I can get it anytime I want. And I want to eat it later, so...
Play with the game. Anybody else?
I'm so excited!
Come on, don't be afraid. Come on.
Hey, Kevin! Chris, get off your phone.
Come on, okay, so can you please point out for us the pork shoulder?
Oh, come on!
You've got this. You can do it.
There you go.
I love that. And what would we do with pork shoulder, Chef?
We like to roast and braise it.
Roast and braise.
Roast and braise.
Braise.
That's where most of your...
I would be curious, in the meantime, while we pick a new studio audience member, can you actually roast, say, bone marrow off a pig?
No.
Always veal.
Sweetie, you want
Yeah, Monica, tell us so.
Easy, you want hard, you want moderate.
I'm not very good about the whole cut thing. I don't really...
Okay, can you point out the pork
Butt. Boom! Boom! I had to get... Hey, come on. When you're talking about butt, you're going to talk about butt. I could have said pork ass. I mean...
All right, it's going to get hard.
Chris, get your hottie up here.
Come up here, Chris. Come on.
We got 3 cuts left.
Yes, come on, Chris.
Seriously? Ben, get your ass up here, brother. Get your ass up here, brother.
It's Q&A time, ladies and gentlemen.
Q&A. Jay just loves saying Q and A.
It's so different from C&A.
All right.
Slightly the same thing.
No.
You can drink.
You don't need an excuse to drink.
right
Not during our show.
Go ahead and drink.
I'm pretty familiar with the pork.
Okay.
Show me pork loin.
Pork loin. All right.
It's gonna be probably right in the middle here. Would be probably the loin.
I like how Ben was like, right here.
Next choice. The one right above it.
Oh, you're right. Yes, go Ben.
I wouldn't have that either, but then I thought the back is such a delicate, space. So
Don't forget your pie.
Okay.
You mean the rump?
Roast Roast beef.
What'd you
my
say, the
friend.
pork
Roast
rock?
beef.
All right.
Seriously.
So wait, hold on. Oh. What, Christy? You want to go?
Oh, I have to touch it. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to touch it.
That's a rule of thumb here during not taking orders. You are required to touch it.
All right, babe. What do you got?
So I would like to see baby back ribs.
I want my baby back.
And we are 5 for
All right.
5.
I just wanted to say thank you all for tuning into this exceptional, exciting show where we had Jason and Eric busting out their talents. Thank you so much for tuning in. We were so happy to see you. Thank you guys so much.
Can I just do the last one? Guanciale.
Jowls.
And we will be back a week from this next Monday.
Yep.
Same bat time, same bat channel. And feel free to tune in, Skype in, video conference us. What was that?
Is Walker the next show?
No, that's in September.
Ooh, but we are looking forward to a special episode featuring Flaw. For those who you know,
Guys, thank
have
you.
a great night.